Welcome to soulspaceradio. All rights reserved. No part of this broadcast may be reproduced or transmitted in any form or by any electronic or mechanical means without the presenter's written permission. The presenters do not dispense medical advice or prescribe the use of any technique as a form of treatment for physical, emotional, or medical problems. The intent of the presenters is to only offer information of a general nature to help you in your quest for emotional and spiritual well-being.
Hi, welcome to Soul Space Radio, and this week we're focusing on movement and meditation. So remember, it's mind, body and soul that makes up our consciousness, and in playing with, in a meditation space, we're playing with our physical being. It's not really there, obviously, but our consciousness is aware of us as who we are, and that is not disassociated from our body. So we're able to go into a meditative space and play and do things that we wouldn't normally be able to do because of the laws of physics on this planet. And because of our beliefs and the constraints that we have on ourselves, because, you know, we have belief in these limitations. So it's not only rewarding from a connection with source and a feeling of, and the feelings that are created, but also from the actual practical application of doing things that we wouldn't normally do. Expands our consciousness. So it's really quite rewarding. And I think I've said this before, that in certain studies they've proven that if you want to be a sports star, or if you're a sports star and you want to practice and get better at what you do, you can actually do that in your mind as effectively as you can do, physically. It's just as good. So the thing with these meditations, though, is that we actually leverage off that and make it even better by using feelings. Feelings are the gateway to source. They're aspect of the divine feminine, and feelings create. So every single thing that you see in your life, as in this third dimension, is a reflection on the way that you feel, the way that you feel inside. Change the way that you feel inside to alter the out picture. And don't worry, the picture that you see today is an old picture of the way that you were thinking and feeling previously. Mainly feeling, I think feeling actually is prior to thought. So I know that's the opposite of what we've been taught, but often we will justify the way that we're feeling through thinking. So I think we actually feel first, and in fact there's been some studies that may well be the case. Okay, so what we're going to do is, as discussed before, one of the best ways to connect with source is to be relaxed. In our relaxed state, we have a natural ability to connect with source. This is just something that we've closed off over time, and what we need to do is just relax back into that to connect to source. So there's many different ways to relax yourself, but what we're doing is Kundalini practice, and so we will see divine white light from the base chakra, which is just about down by your tailbone, the bottom of your spine, and then see that brilliant white pole of light, just white divine light representing God, the divine, all that is, and see that coming up out through all the way up your spine, and then out through your crown chakra at the top of your head. And again, if you don't know anything about chakras, I recommend you Google them, Chakras, and there's a whole lot of information about chakras and energy centers. And in fact, we may well do a meditation on the chakras at a later stage, because it's really another really good one of movement, and it's movement internally. Okay, so today though, the really exciting concept that we're going to look at is flying. And I don't know how many of you have had dreams where you've been flying or you've flown, but they're really liberating, and often you'll wake up refreshed, revitalized. It's a really liberating thing. It's very freeing. Usually, if you've had a dream like that, you've had an amazing, something has happened to you which has been really exhilarating, and then has implanted into your subconscious and created a dream. So this is what we're doing. In meditative space, we're going to dream, so we're going to encapsulate all those feelings. We're going to get all those feelings, and then we're going to transform those feelings into our present, into our now, into our past and future, wherever it may go. Put those feelings into our now in this third dimension. Okay, so it sounds complicated. It's actually really, really simple. So here we go. So just see a brilliant pole of bright white light from your base chakra all the way up, out through your crown chakra, up through the top of your head, and just see this brilliant pole of white light move all the way up into the cosmos. And just join your consciousness to that. So as you look up, you'll find yourself moving with that brilliant pole of white light. And you can feel like you're flying straight up if you like. Until you get to the middle of the cosmos, and then you stop and hang suspended in space. And all around you, instead of seeing space, instead of seeing black and stars, you just see pure white divine love light. Just pure white light. And in this space, if you wish, you can see a form coming towards you. And that form can represent God, universe, all that is, whatever that means to you. To me, all that is in source is one and the same thing, and it's quite often what I call it, and I just feel that it's pure divine love. It's unconditional love. So in this space, you have feelings of unconditional love. So, as we sit in this space, we feel unconditional love, and our cells are alight with the light around us. So the divine, bright, white, golden light permeates our being, so that we become a transparency to the light. And when we look down, we notice that our physical being has dissipated into the light. So there's no distinction of our body. And we're just radiant, golden, white, divine love light. And you can see the figure coming towards you with their hand outstretched. And you can hug them and greet them, and then see them put their palm straight over your heart, and feel the divine love light energy pulsing through every cell in your body. You're completely safe. You feel completely at ease. You feel peace, harmony, love, abundance, joy, gratitude and appreciation. And just feel all those things within you. Feel yourself glow with this brilliant white divine love light and the feelings of love. And then you can take in 3 deep breaths, breathing in the divine love light all around you, in through your nose, into your body. See it move into every cell, and then out through your heart, and then 2. Breathe in brilliant divine love light. See it moving through your body, radiating through your body. And breathe out through your heart. And 3. Brilliant, divine, love light energy. See it moving through your body. And this time, instead of breathing out through your heart, just breathe out through every cell in your body. And then turn up the light. So just think of a switch like a dimmer switch or a light bulb switch, and turn it on so it's brighter and brighter. Amplify those feelings. Amplify the glow. Brighter and brighter. Now see yourself one with all that is. Feel your consciousness expand in the space of all that is. So we've gone from I to we, I to all, and you can still retain your individual consciousness in this space, but you have awareness that you are part of everything, and you are part of all that is. So just bask in that feeling of oneness, peace and contentment. Feel like you're a star just bursting with vitality and glowing with radiant light. And then when you're ready, come back to earth and just see yourself on a football field, in a football stadium. And now what we're going to do is we'll first try flying with tools, and then we'll fly by ourselves. So imagine yourself, you can use anything you like, wings, rocket boots like Iron Man, anything. Put anything on your body and then feel yourself gently lift up. And then see, like a bird's eye view, looking down at your feet, the distance between you and the ground getting wider and wider and wider and wider. Until you're aware of the same height like an eagle would fly. So not above the clouds, below, you can still see all of the earth below you. And you've got, at this stage, we're outside the stadium, so you can see a bird's eye view and you can see the oval stadium beneath you. So we're quite high, but we're not above the clouds. And you can fly around in a figure of 8 or loop the loop or 360. Whatever you want to do. And have some fun in this space. As you move, have an awareness about acceleration, deceleration. What's happening with the wind? Your hair is moving. Your skin feels the G-force of the wind. Tilt yourself slightly to the left and feel that like a rudder moving you to the left. Tilt yourself. Notice that your movements in this space do not have to be sharp. They're just smooth and fluid and can be quite slight movements, make a difference. So play with how different things move. Accelerate, decelerate. Stop and plunge down. Stop and fly up. Do whatever you like in this space. Completely safe. Just have some fun. You can do some loop-the-loops. You can pretend that there's some sort of flying display around you. You're like an aircraft. And you can go in and out of round rings, or you can go around standing balloons. Or you could see yourself flying through the Grand Canyon or skimming over the ocean. It's just where your belly almost touches the waves. And you can feel the wind change depending on which environmental situation you're in. If you're on the seashore, feel the wind buffet you and pull you up. Practice landing and practice flying off a cliff and feel how the wind pulls up and down, very similar to a bird. And at the same time, just let all your fears, worries and concerns go. Just drop them. No room for them in this space. This is playtime. All your worries, fears and concerns, just drop them. You can see them like lead weights. Just drop them. And then feel how buoyant you are afterwards. And just keep enjoying yourself and experimenting and playing. If you're flying over the waves, feel this, the salt spray on your body. And then whenever you come to a landform, a mountain, go up it. Fly up to the Himalayas, fly up Mount Everest, stand on top, have a look at the view. Then like a bird, jump off and leverage off the wind. Leverage off the breeze. And then just drift with ease. Just turning your body slightly where it needs to go. So fly through mountains. Fly through the Grand Canyon. If you want to go up, it's not like you have to beat your wings like a bird. You just accelerate. You just use your, use whatever tool you've got to accelerate up. And just get yourself familiar with acceleration and deceleration, because that'll be important when we come to the concept of actually flying without anything. So when you're ready, let's go back to the football stadium, land and take the tools off, whatever you used. If you used wings, take the wings off. If you used a jumpsuit, take the jumpsuit off. If you used rocket boots, take the rocket boots off. Just until you're standing there clothed, but maybe barefoot. And knowing how it felt to take off the first time, and there's no limitations in this space, just launch yourself into the sky. You can go fast or go as slow as you like. You can simply hover. And just play again in this space. Notice that you might be a little bit more weary because again, even here, you're noticing preconceptions and limitations. You're feeling like it can't be possible because you don't have a tool. But it is possible. This is meditation space. We can do whatever we like. Just be like Peter Pan. Start now to accelerate. Moving higher. Loop the loop. You're completely safe in this space. Do exactly the same thing that you did when you had the tools on. Ride the waves. Ride through the valleys. Fly down the Nile. Follow rivers, follow waterways. Fly through the Grand Canyon. Just let go. Let go. All your worries, everything, just let go. So you have more and more buoyancy. Let it go. And just feel the freedom and the exhilaration in flying all by yourself. Again, subtle movements. Nothing needs to be sharp here. If you want to turn to the left. If you want to turn to the right. So turn into, with your body, use your body as a rudder and turn into either side that you want to go. Now stop in mid-space. Again, not above the clouds, but still very high. Seeing the city and the football oval miles beneath you. And as you levitate in this space, feel the feelings. Feel how exhilarating it feels to be free. Feel the feeling of freedom and amplify it. Turn it up. Until your whole body is radiating freedom. If it's hard for you to feel, use a colour. Give it a colour as well. So for this exercise, let's give it a hot pink. The guys that don't like hot pink, use a hot blue. Or girls, for that matter. Some girls don't like pink. And see that colour permeating through all of your being. And just feel the exhilaration. Feel the freedom. Feel expansion. the expansion and challenging our order, our natural order of the way that we perceive the world. So it'll change the way that we think as well. And when you've amplified this feeling, when this feeling is enough, strong enough, then what I want you to do is radiate this exhilarating freedom into your now. So send this color, send this feeling down the divine white love light pole, all the way into the third dimension, down through the top of your head, down through your spine, down your legs and into the ground. And see that color moving into the earth. And see yourself standing there with the energy pulse of that color just rippling through the earth. Like if you put a stone in a pond. See those ripples moving out from your feet. And again, just know we are putting energy into the now. And if it needs to go into the past or the future, they are all accessed from the now. So the energy will go where it's needed. And just keep transferring that feeling of freedom, space, exhilaration, floating, gliding, flowing. Feel all those feelings and transfer them to yourself in the third dimension. And see the energy move through every part of your body, lighting up every cell. So you can see the hot pink or hot blue color in every cell. As you transfer the energy, and then it's out through your feet. And then again, you just see the waves of energy moving out from your feet. And again, in the same color, hot pink or hot blue. Haven't heard of hot pink? Haven't heard of the color hot blue? Just make it up. Whatever blue you think's hot. And when you think you have transferred this feeling of exhilaration, freedom, into yourself, into your now, when you're all filled up, then move yourself down the divine white light, move your consciousness. On the way, giving appreciation and gratitude for your experience. And then back into yourself. And then see yourself surrounded by divine white love light. All that is, in everything, in everywhere. And absorb this light into every part of your cell, and then turn up the glow dial, turn up the brilliance dial again. And you're brighter and brighter and brighter and glowing with divine love light. Resonating that within you and all around you. Impacting on the world all around you with this high vibrational frequency. Attracting only those things that magnetically are attracted to the same vibration of love. Take a few deep breaths. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes. Whew! Excellent! That was fantastic. Well done, guys. That was really, really, really good. And I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. Again, there's just so much we can do in our meditative space. And it's an individual thing. It's not your journey, your spiritual journey is individual. It's up to you. You play with it. You play with Source. You have fun. The relationship is between you and all that is. Not between me and all that is. It's between you and all that is. It's an individual experience. But these meditations, the intention being is to play with Source using male energy, the mind, imagination based, and your heart, feelings, and transforming that energy so it impacts and transforms your life, because feelings create. Okay, well, thanks guys, thanks for another amazing meditation. Thanks for joining me today. Any feedback to soulspaceradio@bigpond.com. And if you've got any ideas or any topics for meditations that you'd like me to do, it could be personal to you or a situation or event or anything, any concept, then let me know. soulspaceradio@bigpond.com. Okay guys, catch you tomorrow. Love you lots. Bye.